There are so many small businesses around the world, and according to the World Trade Organization, small and medium enterprises account for over 90% of the business population and 60 to 70% of employment and 55% of the GDP in developed economies. The aim of every business establishment is to maximize the highest profits. But how is this attained? In this video, I am going to show you how to manage and control small and medium-sized enterprises. Let's go. One, business ownership. Business owners need to control and manage the business for it to be successful. What are the practices they need to put in place in order to ensure that their business succeeds? It is at their liberty. And because it is there are guidelines they need to follow. One is freedom. The ability to stay independent and control a business in order to make a decision on your own is key advantage to the establishment of a business. If that holds, there is a responsibility for the owner to ensure that his or her freedom is controlled to enhance that results he is expecting at the end of the day. And second to it is the accomplishment. The owners of business must have the ideology of achieving a particular project, and that accomplishment will be an addition to the success of that business. But peradventure, you will have a project at hand and then you place laxity towards the accomplishment of that project. The business development or the business growth is at risk. But there must be a focus. You must have a focus of accomplishing whatever assignment that is assigned within the business structure so that you result to the result that you really want and see the business grow. The other key responsibility of the owner is that of the money. It's money counts in the running of every business or every other operations within and out of the business. So for you to own a business, you must have got some money. You must have got some savings, some capital to invest in that particular business. And that capital must be controlled to a level that the success of that business will be attained. Because the key aim here is for you as a business person, as an entrepreneur, to continue the business structure. What that will lead you to is to engage in leadership roles. You have to brace up. You have to be committed to the business run. That you ensure that the results you fighting for, the results you want, the praise, the position that you want to place yourself and your business, it is achieved. And what next comes to your mind if you have the money, you have all this principle, you've inculcated all these habits, is to ensure that that business grow. Because if the cash flow is fixed, then you don't see growth in the business. So what you do is you embark on the development of the growth aspect of your business. And once that is done, you have that chance, that possibility of placing the business in a very good position, in a competitive position that will earn you more money, more customer base, and more fans around. And because the business is aimed at satisfying the customer, what you do is there is what we call the market response. And that market response comes from who? The customers. You have to develop a very good market Q&A, the questions and answers, as to how really your product is operating within your customers and what satisfaction are they deriving from that of your product. So your market response will give you a position to redevelop or to either add the quality of your product for other non-customers to come in and utilize your product, hence your business growth. That's the owner's key responsibility. And number two, in the control and management of that of the small businesses, is you always consider the key to success. Because if you going into a business is for you to ensure that you achieve a goal set. You must have got a goal set in the establishment of that business. And who are those that will help you succeed that drive? You need the support of your employees to reach the goal the business is set for. And how you try to motivate your employees is you ensure that they are happy. You ensure that your employees are happy in doing their jobs, they are productive, they are helpful, because in as much as they are happy in doing their job, they must be productive. They must have that agility to develop new ideas. They must have the motivational aspect of it to ensure that that motivation keeps coming, and as a result, results will be their goal. You also ensure that in your leadership role that your employees are hungry for success. They actually know what they are doing, what's the position of your business, which direction you want your business to go. So those are the key pillars to the success of your business. If your employees are not happy about the operations of your business or your organization, the results will not be forthcoming. And how you really know the number of employees or the qualities of employees that will give you the results that you want, you to number three, which is your recruitment and hiring. If you recruit better heads in your organization or your business, you have the chance of achieving your goal. If better heads are not employed within your organization, then there will be less results. So what am I saying here is that you're robust in the sense that you maintain a good recruitment and hiring policies. So that guides you to pick out the best staff to be employed in your organization. So in setting up that robust recruitment and hiring processes, you need to have a kind of quality interview skills in your recruitment processes, and check out the candidates who are really fit, who've got fitness, who have the requisite qualifications to perform the duty within the framework of your job. All these things you need. And also you have to make up your job descriptions. Your staff you are recruiting should be abreast of your job description, which must have been placed in your words, in your advertisement, or in that of your letter of appointment. So they should be abreast. But because they are abreast of the structure and the job responsibility of your organization, the candidate is subject to match the purpose of your business, the values, the principles, and that of the service they are supposed to render. And number 4, in considering the keys to success, is your management style. You've recruited the best staff within your organization through your recruitment policy, as per my advice. And then you have the quality, now you have the responsibility to develop a very good management style to ensure that those results, those job descriptions that your staff, your employees are abreast with are actually being practiced. So what I'm saying here is that you enhance a good management strategy, be a down-to-earth personality, monitor the welfare of your staff, guide them, give out job descriptions clearly, and then including in that you try to coach, mentor, and set out the objectives of the business plan. Once this is approached on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, the business growth is possible in this direction. And that is what we all wish for as business people. We want to see our businesses growing, and how they grow is based on the control mechanisms surrounding that business. So your style of management should match the expectations of your staff. And then number 5, accumulation. Accumulation, in other words, is by you creating a habit of training your employees. Allow them to be a go-getter. Inculcate that habit into them so that they become anxious of results. Give them the necessary resources for them to perform their duties and responsibilities. And including in that of the resources you give them, you set out the skills, the system, the technology, and the time management within the organization so that you have a time bound to achieve the results you want or the growth that you want the business to be at a particular point in time. Number 6 is the opportunity for growth. Every individual within the world wants to be at a peak that will satisfy his or her needs and demand. So what you create within your environment or within your business operation is that opportunity for your employees to grow. This will motivate employees to do more, because if you perform at this level, this is the reward you'll be getting. You have the chance to a scholarship, you will be enhanced with certain facilities. You will deliver that results. And so you allow them to contribute in the growth of that of the business by enhancing advancement and all that stuff. You provide the necessary educational facilities. If a particular staff is not performing as expected, by you providing educational facilities, you're creating a competitive workforce. Having an opportunity for growth is one key way you can control and manage the small and medium enterprises for success. And mind you, success here is the key objectives. Nobody wants to fail. And because you don't want to fail, you put in place the best measures that will take you to the heights you want. Number 7 of it is the structure set. The structure you have in your organization. You need to have a clear and precise management structure which will enable the success of your business. You need to have also in that of your structure a clear and complete policies and procedure. Because you are down to earth does not take discipline of you. So there should be a clear and precise policies and procedure, and that of a clear and precise systems, expectation based on results, the measurement related results, and objectives and review. So on a weekly or monthly basis, all these objectives you set, you review them, which is money. Like I said earlier, money is key for the running of every operation. And because that is so key, money is needed for all entrepreneurs, for all business enterprises, for startups, daily operations, cash flow management, permit licenses, risk management, and insurance for all your staff. And if you have the available sum or the available cash to deliver all of these, you are setting up a control mechanism that will lead the business to that of the height of your expectation. 9 is engage leadership. Engage leadership. You have to be braced up, committed, and engage in a leadership role. To just be somebody who just sit down and wait for the result to come. You have to supervise those results. You have to ensure that those results are forthcoming. And how you really ensure is by you going to the various units, various departments within the organization or within the business structure to see how actually they are developing or they are performing their functions. Once you put in place all these controls, all these structures, all these policies and procedure, what is expected of that business is number 10, which is results. The results should be in line with the satisfaction of your employees and your very self, your customer base, your business relationship, and then the community within which you are operating. That will increase your fan base and other successes.